What is going on, everyone? This is an Eagles hype video, okay? We're going into Sunday. We're playing the Indianapolis Colts. You have Andrew Luck. They're coming off a win against Washington. You have Frank Reich, who was here winning a Super Bowl as offensive coordinator. And we got to dial up a game plan to go home. It's at home, but to go out and beat the Colts. And this is why I think we're going to win. This is the reason why I think we have a beautiful chance of winning this football game, and it's Carson Wentz. I actually believe that we as a fan base forget what Carson Wentz really is. We're blinded. We're blinded by what Nick Foles did. We're blinded by the Super Bowl. We're blinded by Nick Foles starting the season the way that he did this year with Carson hurt. Carson Wentz was winning MVP of the entire league. I get he's coming off of an injury. I understand he needs to get his feet wet a little bit. But we are underestimating what Carson Wentz can really do out there on the field. That's what it is. And you saw it with Baker Mayfield with the Cleveland Browns. Once he got put in there, once he was in the ball game, it sparked and energized the football team as a whole. The offensive linemen played better. The wide receivers stepped it up, although they did have a couple drop passes. But regardless, you understand what I'm saying. The atmosphere in the building stepped up. And that's how it's going to be at the Link with Carson Wentz running out of the tunnel. We are underestimating what Carson Wentz really brings to the table just because we haven't seen it in so long and because we won the Super Bowl. We just forget. We just forgot. There's a reason right there why we're going to win this football game. Carson Wentz. You have the media, you have the teammates, you have everyone at the practice facility watching Carson throughout the week. And they were thrilled and excited about what they saw last season at the beginning of camp before the season. They're saying that he has even reached another level of what he's doing with the football. Carson Wentz is reason number one. Number two, our run defense is number one in the NFL. They don't have running backs. They're going to have to throw the football to beat us. But they're right there. There's another reason why we can win this football game. We have the best run defense. So we know they're going to throw the football. But when it comes to us, they got a pretty decent run defense as well. And we don't have Darren Sproles and we don't have Jay Ajayi, so we're going to be seeing Corey Clement a lot. But we can be effective with nice little short throws, and then from there, we make magic work. From there, we are successful. And that's key, because Carson Wentz, obviously coming back, getting his feet wet, those are nice plays for him. Throw it off nice and quick, let the receiver do it. Throw it off nice and quick to Corey Clement, let him run off. We're going to be rocking some short throws, and we're going to be effective that way. We can win this football game. We should win this football game. If we don't, I'd say we got some issues. But the Colts aren't a good team. And Andrew Luck, sure, he's okay. He's doing way better than some people thought he would coming off the injury, and I respect him and I like him. But the team's not complete. That team isn't legit. And we're at home, and our defense at home is superior. And I know that this defense as a whole has been chomping at the bits, knowing that they want to prove themselves from last week. That was out of character. Jalen Mills was getting interviewed about it. That was out of character. They're all fired up to prove themselves after what happened last week. The Eagles can win this game. We forget what Carson Wentz is. And I get it. The wide receiver core, what's going to happen? We're going to have to wait and see how Jordan Matthews is implemented. If Nelson Aguilar moves to the outside. Dallas Goedert, if we see him. We can win this football game and should win this football game if we want to be a serious contender this year. But the storyline is Carson Wentz. He's so special. And just wait for him to go out there. He's fired up. Think about how amped this kid is to go out there and perform after what happened last year, after sitting through the playoffs, after sitting through the Super Bowl, after sitting through the beginning of this season. He's getting his opportunity at home, and you think he's going to lose this football game? Won't happen. Will not happen. The Eagles will win this game. Our run defense is beautiful. Our defense as a whole wants to prove themselves. Carson Wentz is coming back. We're at home. The building is going to be electric. It's a win for the Eagles. And I believe in it. And I believe in this team. And I believe in the game plan. Frank Reich knows some of our offensive plays. That's fine. Guess what? Dougie P. Dougie P. There's my solution to that. Doug Peterson. Lincoln Financial Field is going to be on fire. On fire when Carson Wentz leads the team out of the tunnel. This defensive line, they're going to be dominant. They are going to be on a whole nother level than they were last week. Eagles win this football game. Eagles win this football game. Now you look at Vegas, and when it comes to Carson Wentz in yards, they have him at 260. We'll see how that plays out. I'm curious to see if we take more shots downfield. Something tells me we might. Something tells me that Carson Wentz's arm, compared to Nick Foles, would be a difference when it comes to taking shots downfield. If our receivers can get there. Come on, baby. Let's go, Birds. We're going to get this W. I believe in my team. We're going to get this W. The Carson Wentz hype. You just saw it with Baker Mayfield. It just electrified the team to a whole nother level. You see the Instagram, Twitter posts, Zach Ertz, Jason Peters. Now, speaking of Jason Peters, how was he going to play out with the injury? Take some plays off, come in. Take a quarter off, come in. Who knows? Who knows? He seems fragile. Along with our running backs. But I believe in Corey Clement. I believe in the opportunity for Josh Adams. We're winning the football game. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.